Welcome everybody to the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites for United Dirt Sim Series and Pushing the Cushion Productions. My name is Dave Ward on the mic with special guest announcer tonight, old hat Billy the Gramps Bowerman. How are you, bud?
Hey, I'm doing really good. Being nice to be back. Helped you a little bit in that 360. Brought back some great memories, but it's awesome to be back here with you right now. Love it.
I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting night here for the 410 Elites. We have 26 cars fielding the races tonight, more than we had last week. And we are on Facebook, on YouTube, and we are getting this thing done.
It's like they're getting pretty good out there, getting on the track. Got some practice going on with Zarfos up on top with a 10.94. Got Lucius with a 10.95 and Austin Stern 10.96. That's some nice practice out there. Track's green but sticky, so these guys are gonna pick it up pretty good, but then it's gonna go away a little bit also.
Yeah, it should be interesting. As we saw the 360s out here at Cedar Lake just moments ago, and I think this is going to be an even better showcase here with some of the top drivers in United Dirt Sim Series. Hunter, Crum, everybody's peeling off the track as soon as I click on them to show the crowd everybody that's out there and what's going on. So maybe we'll be able to find somebody. There's Craig Silby right there from the Firm Motorsports in the number 7.
Sylvie's doing good. Sylvie did good at the 360, but just to kind of give some heads up, it's been a few 6 months on the mic, maybe longer, maybe about that much fun. But let's talk about the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elite Series. What do we got going with this? Something new with the Dirt Empire Magazine, Dave?
Well, I tell you what, man, it is a new publication that's trying to get off the ground here, and we're super glad that they came on board. They just had their first issue went out online, and it's an old school publication. They're going to put it in print here for the second issue, which is super exciting. I've been kind of talking to Billy Brickley, who's been kind of handling this client, and we're super glad to bring him on. And dude, they are doing some amazing interviews with real life drivers. They're breaking over into the iRacing and Sim Esports side of the house as well. Anything dirt, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh, no, it sounds great. I know, like you said, and what I've been asking a few questions around about it. You know, they sent the first publication out in digital form, but after that, it's going to be a paper magazine. I could be wrong, but that's old school stuff, man, right there. I think that's the right thing to do. I love paper. I love having the magazine around. I think it's going to be awesome what they're going to do. I'm definitely going to go to dirtempiremagazine.com and get a subscription out of that one because I think it's going to be a neat deal with being a paperback.
Yeah, I mean, I heard some. I don't know when it's coming out, but I know that they did an interview with Tyler Erb, Turbo, so he's super hot on the late model tour right now, and they've been doing a lot of great stuff over there, and they're very passionate. I mean, they're passionate. They've been in the dirt community for a long time, reporting for other publications, and they're going to do it themselves, and we will be right there alongside them, helping to promote them and get the good word out. I think everybody looks for a good old school magazine because, it might be more convenient on a phone, but really, I mean, reading an article, checking out all the photos that, these photographers, take some amazing shots, and to see it on a tiny little phone compared to, blown up, in publication form is two different things. It's much
Yeah.
better. So.
But like they said earlier in the years when the computers came in, hey man, it's going to be paperless. You have more paperwork today than you did ever before. So we're matching what we used to do 30 years ago. So I think the paperback, what Dirt Empire Magazine is going to do, I think honestly, I think that's a smart move. Not saying that they didn't make the decision. I know nothing about the magazine, but I love that already in magazine. So I'm gonna have to get some of my friends out there to get on that website, pull it up, and get a magazine subscription. I can't wait for the first one. To tell you the truth, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be great. I'm super looking forward to it as well, and we definitely encourage everybody to pick up a copy and check it out because it's going to be something. I mean, I've read they were also the one of the reporters over there or journalists did the article on Billy Brickley not that long ago. I don't
Oh,
know if
that's
you ever
right.
caught that.
Yep.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, that was last year. That was a nice little article. But I think it's going to be great. So for all you race fans that are listening or tuning in, go to dirtempiremagazine.com. I hope I'm not wrong about that, but go to that and check it out, and look at the subscription and get yours today because they're sponsoring our 410 Elite series, and there's some of the best drivers in the world in this series. So I think it's going to be exciting for what they do, what they're going to do with our series. Hopefully that they put some of our stuff in their magazine because they are our sponsor, and I think it's always nice to push our sponsor. So it's going to look. I can't wait for that magazine. But right now, you still got practice going on with Zarfos, Lucius Stern. Again, a lot of you race fans, especially some of you beginners, moms and dads and kids, don't let the qualifying or the practice, I would say, get you down if you see one of your favorite drivers on the bottom, because when the track's green, sometimes it's always the fastest. So it's going to be some great qualifying tonight because you have Shea Paulo, you got Tyler Shell, you got Randy Shreves, Hunter Crum, Selby, Goyette, Burla. You got some really heavy hitters in this event. Zarfos and what can you say? There's 20 guys that can win this race tonight.
yeah, I mean it's anybody's game. They're all trying to chase Tyler Shell. He has been on top, and he has been on it. He's been on his game. He's been checking all the boxes, but that just makes these guys even hungrier to try and get on top and go for that win and try and cause the upset. So it's going to be interesting to see if somebody can dethrone the king of the 410 Elites so far, Tyler Shell.
Not a chance. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, did Mason, the kid just won the 360. We just got off the mic with him. We just got off the tower doing a interview with him for winning. I don't even see him in practice session. Do you think he went out there and got a beer and forgot to get into his race car again?
Well, seeing how he is definitely underage and not old enough to drink, I would hope that he did not go get a beer.
Well,
But
if you live in Indiana.
we are seeing some more drivers still showing up, so that is great to see. It does look like Tyler Shell is sitting 21st on the board right now. Doesn't look like he actually went out for any laps, as well as Hannigan, Wilkie, and Alex Hanna. So those guys are saving what they've got for qualifying. We're going to turn on some tunes here while we get ready to rock and roll here in qualifying. We're going to try and take a look and catch a few of these drivers out here. Here we go. Billy Hannigan's actually on track for his qualifying effort right now in the number 7 from Black Diamond Motorsports.
Yeah, he had Mark Jessup go out there, and I don't know if he hit a lap in qualifying, but he grabbed one of those tires, and that just kind of brought him around. So that wasn't going to be a too fast of a lap. But up on top of that leaderboard, Dave, you got Tyler Shell with 11.12.
Yeah, he threw it down. He's already done with qualifying. Coulter West in the number 10 seat just got dropped to 3rd by Aiden Beerline, but he's putting in a solid effort as well. Austin Stern up in 4th, Zarfos 5th. Now Sheridan going to put his name in the hat. And this is going to get interesting real quick as these drivers are throwing down. Randy Shreves out on the track right now. Let's see if we can catch him. And that number 56 Sofa King Fast Sim Sports machine.
Like we said earlier, to
Randy
the race
Shreves.
fans.
Look at that, going top 5.
Yeah, race fans don't, like I said in practice, don't ever let go look at times during practice because it changes so fast. And if you already look at probably 10 of those guys were in the bottom of the list during practice is already on the top.
Yeah, this is it's going to be interesting as this track wears in more and more. This racing is going to be coming to us, and it'll separate the men from the boys, so to speak, and see who's going to have something for the end, because it's going to be a nail biter. Chris Jones out on the track right now. The crazy kangaroo himself, he is on the struggle bus trying to better his efforts, going 20th fastest on his first lap. Let's see as he comes around for the second one. That's going to put him in the 18th position. But old Mr. Tyler Shell with a quick time up top with an 11.115. Look at that though. Aiden Beerline, 7 thousandths of a second back. That's a blink of an eye.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, faster than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just awesome. So Beerline and also West, can't take anything away from him. He was only 6 thousandths off of Beerline. And then it goes back to Sheridan, about 100th. So, I mean, look at how close these guys are, really, honestly. I mean, there is nothing to it here as we are finishing up qualifying right now.
That's pretty close right there.
I tell you what.
That's really close to racing right now, man. Check that out. 11.12 to 11.31 all the way down to 17th with Mason Hannigan and Crumman down there in the 16th and 17th. That shows you how stiff this competition is with those two guys. Those two guys are for some fast cats. Bryce Lucius, Blaine Brink. I mean, those are some fast cats that are back Simile. I mean, those are Silby and Shea Paulo. I mean, come on, those cats are fast. So, this is going to be a great race, I think. We'll see how the track condition holds up after the first heat or two, and we'll just go from there. But there's going to be some close racing tonight.
I don't foresee this track getting a reset tonight. I think we are going to run it straight through. But that'll be up to the track crew to see. But, super glad to see Mark Jessup out here. He's taken a leave of absence from iRacing, and super glad to see him jumping back out. He's one of the league sponsors as well from Jessup Logistics. And there are quite a few drivers out here that, support the league, help us keep the day-to-day going, and, we're super thankful for each and every driver that comes out. Fournier Motorsports coming on board this year. Goyette Trucking, as always. Anthony Goyette, great guy. Got his second heat race win of the season in the 360s, so he's hungry.
No, when he won that race, we went over to his house and got on his Blackstone grill, and we started cooking up some Philly cheesesteaks.
Well, there you go. Pushing the Cushion Productions, and of course, the class sponsor, the league sponsor for the 410 Elites, the premier division here in United Dirt Sim Series, the Dirt Empire magazine, 410 Elites. And we are wrapping up qualifying right now. And we are going to jump into the heat race. Are we going to double barrel shotgun this, Billy?
You just take the lead because it's. I'm new. I'm gonna let you wear your voice out. I'm new to this, so I got to sit here and relax.
Perfect. Yeah, that would be great. All right, so starting off on the pole position, he hasn't joined yet, but he'll be in just a second. It's Sofa King Fast Sim Sports driver Tyler Street in the 4-star. Outside row number 1 from Elbows Up Sim Sport, it is Jeremy Zarfos in the number 5 machine. Inside row number 2 in the number 15 from Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, it's Michael Sheridan in the number 15. Outside of him in the number 32, right there from Up North Esports, it's Bryce Lucius. And inside row number 3 in the number 7 from the Firm Motorsports, it's Craig Silby. 410 Phenom right there, the number 85, starting outside row number 3. From Elbows Up Sim Sports, it's Tyler the Bombshell. And starting inside, no, I take that back. Wait, they are all messed up. Hunter Crum in the 28H is going to be on the inside of row number 3. Row number 4 is Craig Silby in the number 7 and Mark Jessup from Elbows Up Sim Sports in the 14J. We are going green flag racing. They shuffled around on me. Billy got me all screwed up.
It's all right. You'll get back on track here shortly.
Right? Tyler Street, your early leader right there in the 4-star, trying to hold off the whole mob of cars coming as they go 3 wide through 3 and 4 back onto the front stretch. Tyler Street still out front with Jeremy Zarfos trying to chase him down right there in the number 5.
Here comes Tyler Shell on the very bottom. Tyler Street still leading off, staying in about the middle of the track right now. Jeremy Zarfos going to the top. Shell's going to go to the bottom, going to get on that bottom and get a little bit on top of the tires. He didn't lose much ground on that. But here comes now Tyler Shell along with Michael Sheridan trying to go on the top side of Shell.
Look at that. Top 2 drivers holding off Tyler Shell at the moment. Hopefully they can continue to do it, but I think there might be blood in the water, and Tyler Shell is going to be that shark trying to take that win. Let's see if he can do it. We are winding him down, and Tyler Street has one hell of a hot rod out front in that 4-star. Zarfos in the 5 now all over his back door. Let's see. Shell sneaking up on the inside. He's trying to get that second position.
He's got that momentum. If he came out a little bit wide on that corner, but he did pick up a spot, but he's working it. I think this turn is where he's going to get a good momentum run on Tyler Shell to get on the side of him.
Look at the top 3 drivers, though. Super impressive. Shell down on the inside. We are going to be going white flag next time by. Shell is just trying to pick him off as we are on the white flag lap right now. You are seeing the battle for the lead side by side with Tyler Shell in the 85 and the 4-star. Shell going to come up and block, and he got it now with the win.
He got it. He went to the top, not the block, but he said, you know what? This bottom's working good, but let's go to the top and make it an easy win. So that was a great run for Tyler Shell. And Tyler Street did a phenomenal job along with Sheridan.
That was pretty impressive from all of the top 4 drivers there. We only took 3 directly to the feature. It looks like we will be having a B main with the car count tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on what iRacing decides to do with that. But as it sits right now, I do believe we will be into a B main. Here we go for heat race number 2. Starting on the inside, pole position in the number 18. It's Braden Matson. Outside of him in the number 23, it is Kenny Miller from Phantom Motorsports. Inside row number 2 in the number 56 from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, it's Randy Shreves. Outside of him from OBR Racing, the 13A of Aiden Beerline. Row number 3 on the inside from LGR Motorsports in the number 21 car, it is Blaine Brink. Outside row number 3 from Black Diamond Motorsports in the number 7H, it is Mason Hannigan. And rounding out the field in the 7th place, looking to go from worst to first, right there, the number 21 car from Elbows Up Sim Sports, Shea Palo. He has got his work cut out for him. He needs to pick up 4 positions to get a transfer directly into the A main. And Shea Palo is going to put those elbows up and get up on the wheel. I have a feeling he might be trying to run through the field here. And he is going to be facing some serious adversity with LGR, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. You've got tons of cars there. Up North Esports, the 21M right there. Braden Matson going to bring him around to the green flag. Who's your pick?
You know what? I think Randy Shreves is going to do good on this. I think he's gonna go to the 1st or 2nd spot.
There you go. I guess we'll have to keep an eye. We've always got the kid in there, Aiden Beerline in the 13A. He's going to throw his name in the hat, you better believe. He got a little squirrely off the start, but Braden Matson out to an early lead, bringing Kenny Miller in tow. And there's your boy, Randy Shreves, holding down the 3rd spot. Hopefully he gets off the bottom, because I think this is going to be a top dominant track.
You're going to get freight trained right now just a little bit. It's going to hurt him big time staying on that bottom. He's not staying down low enough. You stay in that middle, I think that top side's going to eat you up if you stay in the middle. So you better have got the car working on the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. As it looks like Blaine Brink might have wrecked out here. So we are keeping green. We do not throw caution flags here in the heat races. So Braden Matson from Up North Esports out front currently in that number 21M and getting it done. Kenny Miller trying to chase him down right now in that 23M. And of course Aiden Bierlein in the last transfer position in the 13A.
Yeah, they're running some really good clap times. Nobody's really making ground. They're running 11.5s, 11.6s, 11.61s. So they're running some really close laps right now. There's nobody really making any ground on anybody at this time. But there goes Matson. He runs to the bottom, takes a little slide job up to the top, and his car looks like it's working.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, the man on the move right now in this one is Shea Palo in the number 21 from Elbows Up SimSport. He started dead last. He is up to 5th now. He is clicking him off and trying to make his way up towards those top 3 positions. Now trying to look low on Mason Hannigan.
Bierlein. He's doing good, but you can see him clipping the wall with his rear tail section. I don't know if that's the fastest way around, but he was running some good high up on the wall, but I think he got slowed down a little bit by hitting the wall.
Miller, Matson, and Bierlein get the 3 transfer positions. Just outside is Hannigan, Paolo, Shreves, and Brink.
I'll tell you what's unbelievable is really how nice these paint jobs are on these race cars. That's changed in the last 6 months. Really unbelievable.
I tell you what. And our league sponsor, Redline Race Designs, running 2 for 1 right now. Buy one, get one free. Same design on 2 different classes of cars for $25. I don't think you can beat that anywhere.
No, that's a good price, and that's nice that we have these guys on board helping out and sponsoring UDSS and pushing the Cushion Productions. It's awesome.
Here we go. Heat race number 3 on the inside. Elbows Up SimSports driver. And the number 21, it's Bruce Klingen. Outside, row number 1 from Up North Esports. In the number 96, it's Matt Dixon. In second row is going to be an all LGR row. LGR Motorsports with the 75C of Austin Stern. 75X of Austin Stern on the inside. Coulter West in the 10C on the outside. Starting in row number 3 on the inside in the number 79, hailing from Australia, Daniel Boyd. Outside of him in the number 41 from Handmade Motorsports, it is Eric Wilkie. Rounding out the field, it's going to be Sofa King Fast Sim Sports drivers of Chris Jones and Anthony Goyette from Goyette Trucking. We are green flag racing. Bruce Klingen out front. So we are letting him get shuffled around right now. Matt Dixon holding down that second spot. Dixon, a new driver to United Dirt Sim Series, and he is laying it down. Austin Stern having troubles there in the heat race, getting up into the wall, collecting Anthony Goyette, unfortunately.
Again, Bruce now has got that really nice lead right now. He's got about 2-3 car lengths on Matt Dixon. Dixon backed up to the second spot. Coulter West, I believe, in third or fourth right now.
Yeah, Coulter West being shown in the third position, but Daniel Boyd was working on him there. That is probably the closest battle on the track, as now Dixon wants to make it a 2-car battle for the lead. You can see it down in the battles box. Bruce Klingen has it, and Matt Dixon wants it. Let's see. Dixon's got that high line. He's going to carry more momentum. A new race leader right there, the number 96. So Matt Dixon from Up North Esports getting it done at the moment. ABR Setup Shop Powered Machine right there. So now Bruce Klingen dropping a few spots now. Was your early leader. Now he is trying to hold on to the last transfer position. Not sure if he missed the setup or what happened, but Eric Wilkie's trying to chase him down. Coulter West new into the second position. Coulter West looks pretty hungry right now. He is looking racy.
Yeah, Coulter's at second spot. Wilkie just jumped up in that third spot. Klingen bracked up to the fourth spot. He slowed down pretty tremendous, about 0.3 of a second on that last 2 laps.
Look at the battle for the lead right there. Coulter West throwing in a slider. He's going to try and do so here in the last corner. Let's see if he can hold off for his first heat race win in the 410 Elites. He got it. Coulter West over Matt Dixon and Eric Wilkie coming home in the third position. And we are going directly into the warm-up right now, Billy. We are skipping the B mains. So everybody will transfer. It looks like there might have been somebody that dropped their connection. So that means that we have just enough to hit the feature. And this will be the last hot lap session for everybody to be able to check their setups.
Well, it looks pretty good right now. It doesn't look like the track's being reset or the water truck's not coming out, and you got the heavy graders. It looks like they're going to keep the same, and the track, doesn't have a lot of laps on it, so it's going to be an exciting race. It's going to have some really good moves on the bottom. It's going to have good moves on top. A lot of guys are going to run the middle at first, especially when you start getting 4, 5, 6, 7 cars all together. There's going to be 3 cars, 3 rows, 4 rows for a couple laps.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a really racy track as we break it in. You can see the drivers trying to work that high side while they're in the hot laps. Not quite sure what just happened there. I was just watching Kenny Miller, and he hit like an invisible wall, and it completely wrecked his car while he was out on track. So I don't know what happened there, but we are back on track following Braden Matson right now. Mason Hannigan out front. With the fastest time in this last hot lap session. Aiden Beerline second, and Braden Matson third, Coulter West fourth. So it'll be interesting to see after the heat races what changes these guys make, to get their cars ready for the main event.
It's really, it looks like the track's there. It's going to dry out a little bit, but right now it looks like you have a little bit more than half the field on top. You got about the other, 3% of the cars on the bottom. So it looks like everybody's trying the top and the bottom. They know that the track doesn't have a whole lot of laps on it. So they're filling their car out, and they'll make some quick changes here right now before coming out to the main event.
Well, here we go. We are getting ready for it as we speak. You wanted the best, you got UDSS for the Dirt Empire magazine. 410 Elites, they are taken to the grid right now. And here we go. Starting on the inside pole position in the number 85 from Elbows Up Sim Sports, it is Tyler Schell. Outside of him in the number 23 car, it's going to be Kenny Miller from Phantom Motorsports. Inside row number 2, in the 10C, it is going to be Coulter West from LGR Motorsports. Outside of him from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports in the 4-star, it's Tyler Street. Inside row number 3, in the number 18, it's going to be Braden Matson. And Matt Dixon in the 96, just outside row number 3. Row number 4 on the inside, in the number 5 car, it is Jeremy Zarfos. Inside row number 4, it is Aiden Beerline in the 13A. Inside row number 5, in the number 41, it is going to be Eric Wilkie. Outside of him from Elbows Up Sim Sports, the number 15 of Michael Sheridan. Starting deep in the field in the number 7 is going to be Mason Hannigan from Black Diamond Motorsports. In row number 6, and Daniel Boyd in the number 79. Shea Paolo and Hunter Crum are going to make up row number 7. Mark Jessup, Bruce Klingen in row number 8. And Blaine Brink, Randy Shreves, row number 9. 10 is going to be Craig Silby and Bryce Lucius. We are bringing a bunch of drivers. This is going to be a full field here, Billy.
Yeah, this can be a good race, so, because you got 4 or 5 guys that's not used to being that far up the top with some faster guys in the back. So this is going to be one exciting race. I'm telling you, this is going to be a show that you're not going to want to miss with all you race fans out there. This is the 410 Elite Division, Elite Series, Dirt Empire Magazine, and we're off to the start of the A main event.
Woo, it is going to be a good one here as Tyler Schell trying to pick up right where he left off. Oh, man, somebody just bit it there going down the back straightaway there. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. That was pretty crazy, actually. Looked like it might have been Jeremy Zarfos. Here, let's see. Let's take a look straight off the start. Yeah, Zarfos and Dixon and West all get caught up together. Shea Palo involved. Oh man, we ruined some race cars there on the opening lap of the Dirt Empire Magazine 410 Elites. So hopefully those drivers will be able to get, when you get involved in an early caution like that, Billy, it really takes you out of your mindset, and I think you have to work twice as hard to continue on, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes you just got to really just sort of sit in that seat, buckle up, and strap it down, and just go for it. But sometimes you don't want to be mixed up in it, so you're kind of a little bit more cautious. Where that's where it's going to give the advantage to the top 6, 7 cars because they're going to be all by themselves. But since it's a restart, or they're going to go side by side, you just got to forget about it, get in the back, and move to the front.
That is the name of the game, moving to the front. Right now, out front on the front row is Tyler Shell and Kenny Miller. Shell going to bring back down to green flag. We are on it.
Yeah, Tyler's going to go to the bottom, and then he'll figure something out in about a lap or two, and then he's going to go to the top, and he's just going to try to pull away. But he got a really nice jump. But Miller's right there, did a little slide job, didn't lose much ground, went up from the bottom to the top. He lost about maybe a car length. Shell's going to go back to the bottom. Here comes now Kenny Miller, Street, and Dixon right now in the third, fourth, and fifth spot.
And Shell still way out front right now, pulling away from Kenny Miller. Tyler Street and Dixon battling right there for the fourth position, third and fourth. Eric Wilkie in the 41 looking down low of Dixon but can't get it done. Coulter West with that early bobble getting involved in that accident there. He is out into the outer wall now. He's trying to hold it together. I think he has some damage on that car, Billy. Tyler Shell working down on the inside right up against the tires.
Yeah, Tyler's working the bottom in 1 and 2, working the top in 3 and 4. So he's figured something out right now that he's very comfortable with. Miller's starting to back up. Tyler Street's still hanging in that third spot along with Eric Wilkie, and the yellow flag's coming out.
I tell you what, going into 1 and 2 here at Cedar Lake, there's one heck of a bump, and I think that that's what Tyler Shell was trying to avoid by going down low like that. He's missing that bump and trying to get his entry way down against the tires. So it looks like it might have been Anthony Goyette possibly here. Let's take a look. I think him and Mark Jessup might have gotten tangled up here. They were 3 wide battling hard. And Goyette and Jessup both on the losing end of that deal. So tough break for both of those drivers. And it looks like Anthony Goyette going to claim responsibility for that one. It looked like that was kind of a racing deal, but he is going to pull it back to the pits. And that might end Anthony Goyette's night, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you got that right now. You got some good racing in that first, I think the first 7 laps. Because Miller, Street, Wilkie, and Dixon, so is Matson and Sheraton. And here comes Beerline. I mean, and Mason Hannigan, look how far back he was. He's already up there in that 9th spot. So keep your eye on Mason Hannigan and Hunter Crum. He's following Hannigan to the front right now, those 2 guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some drivers on the move here, and we'll have to keep an eye out and see. Looks like Blaine Brink going to try and get back, tag the field here as we are getting ready to go back to green flag. And right now, the car on the move that is in the top 5 is Eric Wilkie. Started in 9th position. He is up to 4th, so he is on the move right now. And Tyler Shell out front, putting on a clinic, showing these boys how to get it done all the way against the wall. Man, that is a hell of a line to be just, inches off the wall like that and be able to have tremendous car control.
He's the kid. Honestly, man, Tyler's he's so smooth and fast. And don't forget, he just came off one of his first win, I believe. I could be wrong, of the Pro Series NOS Energy sim racing. He just won, I think, a couple weeks ago, about a month ago. So he's still probably high off that. And he's doing a great job. But right now, you have up 7 spots. Austin Stern, you have Sibley up 7 spots. But right now, those are the 2 guys that are moving to the front. You got Shreves up in the 11th position, up 6 spots. So, and Wilkie now is in the 4th spot. He's up 5th spot. So we got some guys in the back going to the front right now. But Tyler Shell is right now just trying to be smooth, trying to pick his lines, stay up top and so to the bottom, because that's what's working for him. And he could see from the left side of his car when he goes around that corner, the second place car, he's got a little distance on him.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely looking smooth as butter. Now Kenny Miller trying to take the low line all the way down and around the tires in the 23M. And look at this. The 4-star of Tyler Street definitely catching up to Kenny Miller now. He is going to try and make a run as Miller slightly off pace there in that second position. Drops just a tenth or two, but that's all it really takes, Billy, as these other guys are super hungry and trying to make their way up to the front. Battle right now with Aiden Beerline and Eric Wilkie warming up for the 5th position. That's 4th and 5th. Man, and Braden Matson right there as well. So Tyler Street can have some company as well there in 3rd.
Yeah, Miller's working the bottom, and I believe in 1 and 2, 3 and 4, he was working the middle a little bit. He wasn't, and that was probably his plan because I'm not racing, but he was working the low line, and now he's working the middle line in one of the corners, a low line in the other. But Tyler Street's working that top side. He's clipped the wall a couple times, and it's kind of hurt him a little bit. But here comes Braden Matson and Aiden Beerline. They're hot on his tail. There's going to be a good little battle here for the 3rd spot, probably in the next lap. They're single file, but they're inching up. Now they're starting to go to the bottom. Oh, we got a little something. He got into Tyler, the 21. I believe that was Matson.
Yeah,
brings out the yellow. It's a little bit of slide job that kind of gone wrong a little bit. He didn't mean that, I'm sure, but you know, it slid up just a little too far and got 4-star Tyler.
Let's go back and take a look here. Watching, focused on Tyler Street in the 4-star. You'll see the 21M come down, couldn't hold the slider line, and unfortunately that is going to put Street back multiple positions. So tough break for Tyler Street. We'll have to see if Braden Matson claims that caution.
Yeah, he just kind of slid it too hard. Tyler was already set in his position. Tyler did nothing wrong. You know, Matson, he was just feeling racy. I mean, it's a racing deal. You don't like to see it happen. I guarantee you he didn't mean to do that. He just got in there and he had a good momentum. The car just didn't stick that little in the middle. It just kind of let loose and it's kind of just pushed up into Tyler. So that was bad luck for Tyler. But you know what? He's gonna be up there in that position again. I don't know how many positions he lost. Did he go all the way to the back? Did he get the yellow to go to the back, or did he keep it running and what?
Let's see. It is
showing,
it pushed
him back.
Yeah, Tyler Street being scored in 20th position. So tough break for the 3rd place driver of Tyler Street.
All right, we're going back to the front again. You know, we got like let's see, 19 laps down. It's going to be a good one. 30-lap race, 11 laps to go. Shell's working on that top and then the bottom. He's going to do one of the best restarts also, just like Hannigan. He's going to jump in there. But Miller stayed with him nicely, though. That wasn't as big jump as he got on the last yellow. So Miller's sticking with him. And here comes now the 21 of Matson and Beerline. Keep your eye on Beerline. The kid's fast.
Man, is he. Right there from OBR Motorsports, the 13A of Aiden Beerline. You can see him in the red, white, black, trying to chase down Miller and Matson to get on the podium.
Matson's stuck in that middle right now. He's holding on to that middle spot. He's not going high. He's not going low. But I think these guys on the outside are going to get the momentum. There they go right now.
So Matson up to 2nd, Beerline to 3rd. That's going to drop Kenny Miller in the 23M back to 4th place. And he is not liking it, Billy. He is trying to get back up there. Look who's top 5 right now as this was winding down. Jeez, that he is he's coming too. He's going to give these guys a run for their money. He is looking to get another interview with you, Bowerman.
Yeah, you know, he wants that yellow flag. I hate to tell you that. He wants that yellow flag. I know nobody wants to wish anything, but I know he wants that yellow flag right now. Just he came up.
Matson getting into the outside just a little bit there. That's going to give Kenny Miller a chance to get back into 2nd. They are battling side by side, dropping Aiden Beerline back to 4th, now back to 5th as Hannigan is battling side by side with Beerline. We'll have to keep an eye on that one as this one's winding down. Only 3 laps left here, Billy.
Yeah, you get Tyler Shell now. Tyler just says, okay, I gotta be consistent. I gotta hit my marks. I'm gonna stay up on top right now. And that's where he feels very comfortable. Not that he felt any comfortable anywhere else, but he's feeling really comfortable right now. The track's getting a little loose. He's controlling his power really nicely with his foot, and it looks like anything could happen, but it looks like he's going on his way to a victory here tonight if he can just keep this up.
I tell you what, now second and third separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Kenny Miller holding down second, but he has Aiden Beerline right on his tail, and we are going white flag next time by
Keep
here
your
for
eye on beer
Tyler
line.
Shell.
Keep your eye on beer line. He's pretty good and pretty fast on the last lap. He's going to probably dive it down if he can.
He is
Here he
going to take a
comes.
move. He's going to take a shot
Here
if
he
he can.
is. He's making a move. Did he get it?
Ooh-wee, that was close. Look at that drag race to the finish. Second place for Hayden
Yeah,
Beerline.
I told you.
Miller getting
I
beat
knew
out
Beerline
at
was
the
going to do that.
line.
He's fast on that white flag. It seems like he knows how to get his car to make a move and to get that extra 2 car lengths or 1 car lengths, whatever it takes to move in. Because he did that on Hannigan. He almost had Hannigan in the 360. He kind of diamonded it, went to the top of the wall, came back down. He only missed him by half a car length, and that's what he did again on Miller. He said, "Okay, 1 lap. I'm gonna stay behind you and do a slider." That was a great move by Beerline.
Oh, it absolutely was. And he is good at taking that shot. And it was clean. There was nothing dirty that I saw with any of the moves there for the pass for second place. And
That
man,
was a great race. That was a great job by Beerline. He knew exactly he was setting up Miller for that last lap because he was getting closer and he didn't want to do nothing crazy until that white flag. And I guarantee you he knew what he was doing to make that move. And Miller did everything he can. What a race from Kenny Miller. I mean, he went back one position, but you know what? When you start up in the front and you finish in the front, that's good because I know what it's like to start up front and finish in the back. That's not good at all.
yeah, we both know that feeling, don't we?
So congrats to Kenny Miller on that one.
Here we go. You
But
want to do Aiden?
sure,
All right. Here you go.
Aiden, this is Billy up in the tower. How you doing, kid?
I'm doing good.
Hey, what a great run! You ran the 360 race. Uh, you were behind Hannigan the whole time. Coming down to the white flag, you did a really nice job behind him, coming out of two, going into three, coming out of four, high, coming back down, almost getting the win. Well, you're in kind of the same position here for the second and third spot. You're behind Kenny Miller, and I was just telling the race fans why we were watching the race that keep an eye on you. For some reason, you know what you were doing and exactly how to get that extra car or 2 car lengths coming off a four for the second place finish. So congratulations. Were you setting up Kenny Miller for that second spot, or because you were behind him for a couple laps just watching what he was doing?
To be honest with you, I had no clue it was the last lap until going into turn one. So I just kind of did stuff on the fly, and it somehow worked.
Well, I appreciate you screwing up my theory. I appreciate that a whole lot.
You're welcome.
No, but you did it to Mason Hannigan. You almost got him. You did it to Miller, like I told you. I told the race fans. I said, keep your eye on the last lap. This kid's gonna come across, and he's gonna pull this off because you've gotten so good and matured so much in the last 6 months since I've been away from sim racing, and I congratulate you on that. Your car was working pretty good. You stayed at the top. Naturally, that's where it was gonna be. But did your car feel pretty good tonight? I mean, could you have made a change to make it a little bit better, or did you feel comfortable in that seat?
Yeah, thank you on that. It felt pretty good. I think the last couple laps it kind of like slowed down. I think I should have probably tightened the car up a little bit more to set up for the last couple laps, but it was a pretty good setup for sure.
Yeah, I was watching you a few about maybe 8, 10 laps before the finish, and you were up top, and you kept this, what I could see from the sparks from the wall, it kind of slowed you down a hair, not a lot, but you clipped the wall with your rear end a little bit, so it slowed you down. And then I noticed that you a little bit after that, about a lap or 2 laps after doing that a couple of times, you came off the wall just a little bit. So it was nice to, because every time you hit that wall, it kind of just took a little click out of the car, a tire length away from moving forwards. But the car looked good. You drove really smooth. You came up, you went up 6 positions. You can't ask for a better finish in second place and moving up 6 spots. But congratulations! It's so good. Glad to see you going so fast because I know you work hard at doing this. So congratulations, Dave. Do you have anything that you'd like to talk to Aiden?
Man, I tell you what, like I said, the kid is ridiculously fast. He's found some great success with the United Dirt Sim series. We're super glad that you're a part of the league, and you've been with us for a long time. And just watching you throwing down now with some of the best in iRacing and being able to hang tough, man, it's pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's been a long journey and still a long journey to keep on going for sure.
Well, you're definitely well on your way. Who do you want to thank tonight, bud?
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, y'all for putting on an amazing race, OBR Racing, OW Sim Sets, LNH, Nealing Contracting, CD Simography, and Keegan Harmon Designs.
Taking home second place tonight, the 13A of Aiden Beerline. Man, it was awesome. That was a great move, man. I mean, nothing more to be said. It was clean. It was surgical, wasn't it? I mean, I don't think you could have done it any better.
Yeah, I don't think I could either. I was shocked how good that was.
Yeah, especially since you didn't know it was the last lap. Thanks, appreciate that one.
I knew it going into turn one, but by then I thought I was too far back.
Well, it looked great, man. It was definitely one hell of a move. And once again, congratulations on taking home second place tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
It's against the rules, but next time we'll put an earpiece in your, and I'll have a little intercom, and I'll talk to you. Okay?
That would be nice.
All right, that's Aiden Beerline from OBR Racing. And coming home in third, I'm going to do this one, Billy, so you can do the winner. Let me see here. Coming home in third place tonight, Kenny Miller. Man, how was that one tonight?
It's definitely a little bit crazy there. Track got real slick, so it was real technical, but it was good.
We are having troubles hearing you, Kenny. Are you on your phone?
Oh, yeah, I am. Do you need me to switch over?
No, that's actually better. You're good now. But for a minute there, you sounded like
A robot.
Domo
Oh,
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
sorry about that.
No, you're good, brother. So, I mean, that was a crazy race. It looked like it was some super fast. It looked like it was a super fast track and some great racing with great guys around you.
Yeah, track got super slick there, pretty much from the start of the feature, so it was pretty technical, and I kind of moved up to the top a little bit too late. I didn't realize how good it was, but once I did, I felt a lot better, so I was happy to come out of there with third.
And I tell you what, it was that was one hell of a move. Beerline got on you. And did you see it coming, or did you check up thinking it wouldn't be clear, or what was going through your mind while you guys were battling through the corner and drag race into the finish?
Yeah, so I saw it coming there at the end. I tried to cross it over, but I just couldn't get enough forward drive coming off the corner to actually clear him. But I knew it was coming. I just didn't anticipate it soon enough.
Well, I tell you what, you got to make those split second decisions, and it was a great race. You guys weren't far off from Shell, who I mean, he's been killing it in the 410 elites, and man, I thought you had it there for a minute. We were rooting for you. Somebody's got to take him off the throne, right?
Yeah, Tyler's really good, so hopefully we'll keep at it, and I'm usually a little bit better at the bigger tracks, so we'll have to make our move there, I guess.
Well, man, we can definitely tell, the talent pool here. You guys all have so much skill, and watching you guys race and throw it down. There's a reason why Billy Bowerman and I are in the booth and not out on the track because we can't hang with you guys. You guys are ridiculously fast. And who would you like to thank tonight? Who helped get you out here tonight?
I'd like to thank everybody at Phantom Motorsports, Velocity Race Designs, Power Outdoors, and Weichel Sportswear for helping us out.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. That's Kenny Miller taking home third place tonight. And this one's all yours because he's been asking for you to be in the booth for a few months now. So,
Oh, wow.
here you go. This should be a good interview with the winner.
Tyler, this is Billy Bowerman up in the tower. You got your headset on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, got you, big dog. You brought me out of retirement. I've heard you asked about me a couple times. I'm honored. Congratulations on the top qualifying with, I believe, was a 11.115 in practice. You were sitting like 21st. I told all the race fans that don't look at this practice. Some of your favorite drivers are not up on the board on the top because they don't show everything. But congratulations on your pros. I think it's a NOS Energy win in the Pro Series. Is that right?
Yep.
Hey,
Williams Grove.
yeah, congratulations. I'd like to see that. Hey, your car looked good tonight. It's always nice to start up in front, especially with the talent that you have. I saw you work in the bottom, I believe. I kind of don't know this track yet through 1 and 2, and then working the top in 3 and 4. And you felt really comfortable doing that. Did you feel that was the fastest way for you to get around the track early on?
Yeah, for sure is the easiest way to get around. I just have PTSD from flipping out of the ballpark running second here, running on top of 1 and 2. So I usually try to stay not there for as much as I can. So I kind of ran the bottom, and I was trying a new setup out. So I'm just trying to test it all over the track.
Were you happy with it? I mean, naturally you won, but there's always room for improvement. Good drivers always expect that. I want to get a little faster. Were you happy with it?
Yeah, I felt like I was better than I normally am. So it was definitely reassuring.
Yeah, your restarts are great. Miller held on to you a little bit on the last one, but then you pulled away. You finally went to the top for the last 5 or 6 laps. Did you feel very comfortable there? And was the track getting greasier a little bit? You had to kind of control it coming off the corners?
Yeah, it wasn't. It just had to hit your marks. Just the wall going into one pops out at you and can flip you over pretty easy. So I just had to be aware of where the wall was and just be smooth. And that's what we did.
You ran a great race. It was great qualifying effort, great fast time in the main with a 12.42. So your car was hooked up. You didn't have to really find a lot of battle out there, but those days always come. So when you can get a win, you cherish it, and I know you do because you've gotten so much faster in just the last 6 months I've been gone. You were fast before, but congratulations on the win tonight. Who would you like to thank tonight?
Just like to thank everybody that puts this league on and everybody that sponsors it, and you and Dave for putting up with us and broadcasting it. And then I was at SimSport, our sponsors: School of Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Just Logistics, Paints by Tunican, Hergot Real Estate, BSR, Roofco, and Catch Fence Apparel.
Well, congratulations. I know our race fans, they always like to know when big races are. A lot of people don't know about it, and I could be wrong about the NOS Energy Sim Racing Pro Series. When's that next race? Is that next race coming up soon, or is it over?
It's over. It doesn't start until like next November. No.
Now, how many race series is that? A 6 race?
10.
And how did you finish in points?
6th.
Congratulations. But hey, nice to see you back. Always nice to talk to you. I'm glad I came back on a day that you won, because it's always exciting, and I really appreciate it. And thank you very much.
Yep, thanks for coming back.
I tell you what, Tyler, if Dirt Empire magazine starts asking around for drivers to do an interview with, I definitely think that you would be a good candidate for that, as you are, you have just hit the scene here with United Dirt Sim Series, and taking home a championship already with us, and you're well on your way to it. Yeah, I know. And now you're well on your way to a third. So, congratulations, man. We're super glad to have you.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So that is Tyler Shell with the win. Man, Billy, that was one hell of a race for the Dirt Empire magazine 410 Elites.
Yeah, it was a great race. It's always fun watching Tyler race out there. I mean, when you watch the best, that's how you learned also. So when you learn off someone fast, it's always exciting to kind of pay attention. You just can't get on the track. You kind of got to watch. You got to learn by watching. It's always best to watch. But with Bearline and Miller and Hannigan coming up 7 spots, you have Braden Matson. He kind of broke even on through this race. He finished in, I believe, in that 5th spot. Sheraton moved up 4. Wilkie moved up 2. So if you really notice, a lot of these guys in the top, I'd have to say the top 10 spots, 12 spots, they all moved up 5, 4, 6 positions. I mean, none of these guys, there's only 2 guys who went back. You're talking about Kenny Miller. I mean, Miller front row, he got a 3rd. You can't ask for better than that. Like I said earlier, for the race fans, you don't want to start in the front row and finish the back. So Miller went back 1. Dixon
spot,
only
but
went
it was
back
on the last lap, Billy.
Yeah, so you have Dixon, he went down 3 spots, but you had 13 guys that literally moved up 2 to 9 positions. Craig Silby moved up
Hard
9
charger.
spots to go to the 13th spot. Yeah, that's incredible on a track like in this condition. Maybe it's it's not super sticky and tacky and it's not super big. So you gotta give these guys credit for their driving ability, because really there wasn't a lot of yellows and a lot of crashes. This was better than the 360 under yellow. So how exciting can you get about these positions? Were all positions under green. There was really no yellow positions. These guys end up moving up 5, 6, 10 spots. The worst end was Tyler Street. Sad for Tyler because he moved down 11 spots, but that was on a racing incident, or he would have been up there in the top 5, guarantee it.
Yeah, I think so as well, and it is a tough break for him. He's been really trying to put the time in. Real world driver, 410's, he is getting ready for his season, to kick off fairly soon within the next month or two. And, he's trying to keep sharp using iRacing as a tool. Same with Eric Wilkie, real world driver, So you've got a ton of guys that, they use this simulator as a tool in the off season to keep sharp, making those decisions. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and you can't thank these drivers enough, especially everybody for coming out and supporting UDSS and pushing the Cushion Productions, putting live streams to this. We can't do it without our sponsors, especially our sponsors. Our drivers are another side of bringing this league to be making it special and getting these fast drivers to come up and show and race with UDSS. So that's a plus there. But then you got our sponsors. You can't forget about our sponsor. Our sponsors help us out. Help us through getting sponsors for the league and for the drivers. And then you got this something new for me. Again, I've been out of it for 6 months. Dirt Empire magazine. I mean, I just heard about it, and I'm excited because I'm definitely going to have to get a copy, because I think what they're going to do should be a phenomenal. It's a good start. Sim racing's come a long ways in the last year. I'd say years, even though it's been around for a long time. But this last year, this dirt racing and road course racing in sim racing has grown tremendous since the COVID-19. This is the only best thing that came out of the COVID-19. Not to get into it, was more people got on sim racing.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I mean, without that happening, we wouldn't have as large of a league, and we wouldn't have as talented drivers, because unfortunately some people did have to sit home, but they you know they kept their minds sharp and decided to dump time and energy into this, and we're super glad that they are, because now look at the shows that we're able to put on.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, it resolves as we're a team. There's about 10 positions, and we all have to work together. And if we all don't work together, then it doesn't work at all. So, you got the crew behind it, you got race control, you got the drivers, you got the sponsors, you got the people behind the scenes that's making these programs for us to use, and it really makes this exciting. And you could tell I'm excited. It's been 6 months since I've been on here, so I could talk all day about racing. But again, don't forget, guys, DirtEmpireMagazine.com. Get your subscription today.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for us, guys. We appreciate you. I hope everybody has a good week, and we will see you tomorrow night for the Monday Night Midgets as well as Pro Late Models. That will do it. We are going to sign off for Billy Bowerman and Dave Ward. Thank you very much.
Peace out and God bless.